everyone, welcome to another Microsoft Flight Around the World flight. Peter, thank you for joining at Flight 15. Now before we start, just a big hello to Max B on YouTube there. Always here. You know, he always comes and joins. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining again, man. And so you joined me in a cold and dark 737-800 in Anadyr, Eastern Russia. Nearly said Australia then for some reason. And yeah, gonna get it up and we're heading out of Russia today and out of Asia, and we are heading to Anchorage. So we will USA for the first time in this series. So anyway, let's get going. Whilst to do that, how's it going, Max? How are we doing today? How's your week been? So maybe you start. So just getting the APU on, battery panel on. Get them set. Pretty great, man. That's amazing, man. Is there been anything in particular that's made it great, or has it just been a pretty good week? Right, so we've got everything there. Now already we are ready to speak ATC. Do that. Oh, that's awesome, man. How is things there? If I remember right, you're in Minneapolis, aren't you? How's it been there? Oh, always does this. Should have checked.
Ready to copy. Boeing November 737 Whiskey is cleared to Anchorage Airport as filed. Fly runway heading. Climb and maintain 11,000. Departure frequency is 124.0. Squawk 4142. Boeing November 737 Whiskey cleared at Anchorage Airport as filed. Fly runway heading. Climb and maintain 11,000. Departure on 124.0. Squawk 4142. Boeing 37 Whiskey, readback correct. Contact ground on 124.0. Anadyr ground. Boeing November 737 Whiskey, ready to taxi IFR. Boeing November 7.
Listen, now,
7 Whiskey, taxi 2 and hold
there.
short of runway 1 via
That's
taxiway
going to be an easy
taxi
for us today.
when ready. Taxi 2 and hold short
Right,
runway
so
1 via taxiway 6. Boeing
we're going to do this
37
properly
Whiskey.
today. Windows 50p. Go. Things have been nice. That is really good to hear, man. Really good. So yeah, awesome. So we've got a really nice short tack. Short. Oh, see. Keep doing. go. Right, now, click on. This is kind of the way you do it, except from the fact that you would have a turn there. So, you can now go in. We're all on ground, that's good. Okay. Normally you would do this first. 90 today, very humid because of all the lakes. Yeah? What's 90 in Celsius? 32 degrees, that is warm. I think it's been about 25. Right, now we've got that one ready. Go into this one now. So, 25 is 77 Fahrenheit. There we go. That one can now go into flight now. Shouldn't normally, but okay. We are ready to taxi. I'm going to open this. Ready? And release the parking brake and start our taxi. Hey Douche, welcome man. Sorry I didn't see a message there, I was concentrating. With the amount of sleep I'm getting, I am concentration not that great if I'm Oh, cool. I'm glad you're all good, man. Right, here we go. Requesting takeoff. So, for those of you that don't know, we are heading to Anchorage today. Once we're up in the air, I will take you through the route. It's a direct GPS route to go. And,
cleared for takeoff, runway 1, Boeing, November 737 Whiskey.
Because for some reason in the flight FSX, we don't have any setting flaps 5 there. We don't have any airways for Russia. Not in this. So here we go. So 165 on the airspeed. A little bit over to the left. Way past 80 knots, so their speed is more than 165 V1 rotor. Up to 10 degrees. Normally in real life there would be a dead spot there and you'd have to take the pull back. Gear up, positive rate. Now hit auto throttle, speed.
Boeing 37 Whiskey.
There we go.
Contact Anadyr departure on 124.0.
Some the auto brake.
124.0. Boeing 37 Whiskey.
Yeah, we're over 1,000 feet away.
Anadyr departure, Boeing November
Awesome.
737 Whiskey is at 1,300, climbing 11,000. Boeing November 737 Whiskey. Anadyr departure, Roger. Altimeter 2992. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Turn right, heading 085. Proceed on course, climb and maintain 11,000. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Turn right, heading 115. Climb and maintain 11,000.
Here we go.
Turn right, heading 115. Climb and maintain 11,000.
not going to engage the navigation until we're lined up with that, close lined up with that little line. And now we can go. So I have remembered to actually apply to get some music sorted today. I have pre-downloaded stream beats from Harris Heller over at Alpha Gaming. Got that today. Go across the Bering Sea today as well. No flaps of the traffic now. Just do a little bit of caretaking there. Awesome. Once we get settled into our flight, we will get some music going. Waiting for us to get on auto navigation before I go through the map with you guys. That was 1942.
Contact Anadyr Center on 131.0. 131.0. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Anadyr Center, Boeing November 737 Whiskey is at 9,500, climbing 11,000. Boeing November 737 Whiskey, Anadyr Center, Roger. Altimeter 2992. Boeing 37 Whiskey, turn left heading 085, proceed on course. Turn left heading 085, proceed on course. Boeing 37 Whiskey.
That's awesome. Okay, so welcome.
Boeing 37 Whiskey, climb and maintain flight level 190. Climb and maintain flight level 190. Boeing 37 Whiskey.
Awesome. Right, we're on our navigation now. So, nice and simple today. Here we are in Russia. Yeah, I'll start heading. So I'm just going to do a little bit of today. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit of flight planning. Use Sky Vector. So, there. See. So 2 hours 58. So we're looking at just under 3 hours here. That's not too bad. So I'm good with that. Actually, pick that one. I don't know, douchebag. Do I reckon I could fly this plane in real life? Well, in all honesty, to an extent, yes. I'm probably able to set to sort of handle it enough to be able to get it on autopilot. Basic autopilot like this. But I am thinking of getting X-Plane, which is very much more realistic. And if you get the Zevo mod, apparently it handles just the same as the real one as well. So, yeah, I mean, probably. There's an actual one of those proper training simulators here, about an hour and a bit drive from here, and you can actually actually rent it. No, this is not anywhere near realistic. Obviously, you can see, you know, there's X-Plane with Zevo mod. There's definitely had a real life 737 captain, training captain, involved in its development and functionality testing and all of that. Oh, there we go. And it's also good, you know, like handling characteristics, any sort of things where, oh, when I do this, it should do that. Handling and all of those sort of things have been done for Zevo mod by a real captain. You know, so I know that the characteristics are right. The aero model is a lot better, but it's not really such a thing on this. But I've got to say, Flight Sim 2020 or 2021, whatever the case may be, looking a lot better than even X-Plane. So that would be interesting to see. Yeah, most of the buttons on this cockpit, a lot of them don't even work. I don't know how loud that is for you. It's actually pretty loud. Just want to go. So that I can then. That. I don't want to get a yoke. There's one reason for that. Space. Yokes take up more space, and I can, you know, quite easily put. I don't have a lot of room, okay, and I'm used to a joystick. A yoke is pretty cool because, you know, it's more like Boeing, but obviously as planes move away from that, so Boeing, you know, you've got MBR. They use one of those, one of M's type, but you know, joystick is a bit more universal. And actually, like Depth Sim, who is again a real world captain. Ah, yeah. Is that any better? I feel I knocked my mic volume at some point. I had a bit of an issue with my noise gate as well, where my noise gate wasn't cutting it. Right, okay. Is it any better? Let me know, douche, and I'll make relevant adjustments. I've just increased the gain on my mic, so hopefully that helps. Might be because I was back here as well. Oh, okay. How about that? Cool. Let me know if that's any better. Yeah. I can adjust that. Oh,
937 Whiskey, acknowledge land transmission.
320, when did that happen?
Climb and maintain flight level 320, Boeing 37 Whiskey.
So I am making little adjustments, you know. So, again, if it's still quiet, let me know and I'll turn it up again. I'm just trying to keep my microphone as low as I can get away with. The reason for that is obviously where I've got windows open to keep it manageable temperatures in here. I don't want to have the microphone up loud to get background noise. That's my theory, but obviously if you guys can't hear me very well, then I'll turn it up. A little bit. Yeah, this is weird sometimes. This goes really quiet, and I think I know why. Bear with. Just realised something. I was playing at Rocksmith, and that mucks around with my sound. Yeah. Hold on. Didn't want to do that. How's that, guys? Let me know. I'm just going to set it there for now. Yeah, so what happens, I'm just going to put this back to where it was. What happens is, for Rocksmith, there's a USB cable for your guitar to plug in, and it has to have the sound set a certain way. But what it also does, it mucks around with the sound settings itself without telling you it's done it. So it always seems to turn down my microphone in Windows. So I might have it cranked up on OBS and I might have it cranked up on the microphone itself, but Windows has got it at 85% rather than 100. It's really weird, and it's really frustrating. So as much as I like I don't do it very often now because, to be honest, it mucking around with my sound when I'm trying to keep things consistent is really annoying. So I get a bit just like, no, I'm not going to touch it because it's too much hassle. And the fact that we've actually stopped making DLC for it as well, which is fine, it's not a problem, but it's leaving me little encouragement now to continue, if I'm honest. I've been having issues with the sound on the videos as well, and I forgot about that. See, I picked up my guitar again the other day for the first time in since I moved, which was just before lockdown started. So we are at our cruising level now, and what we can do is go there. Yeah, I've never had a lesson. I've never learned properly. I'm not very good, if I'm honest, at all. But I bought it with the intention of learning a little bit with Rocksmith, and yeah, I'm now at the point where in order to get any better I would need a lesson, or some lessons, I think. Yeah, I'll pick it up every now and again just to have a little bit of fun. I don't have an amp or anything, it's electric guitar, so if I do pick it up it would have to be with Rocksmith. Right, okay, so we are approaching 8 o'clock British Standard Time, and yeah. So how's the levels now? Is the plane and the music right? Is the obviously my voice is okay, but how's the music and the plane sounds? Plane sound, I mean sim sound. Awesome. It's really hard when you to judge for yourself sometimes what the sound levels are like, because in here it's obviously managed by the volume, so I could have it quite high or quite low, but it wouldn't be the same as what's going through to OBS. No, but equally, yeah, it can be frustrating, I'm not going to lie, but I would rather know, because for me, I'm, you know, we're all still learning, you know, to stream, and you know how to set up our stream and all of that. We're always learning, and you can't learn without knowing there's an issue. So if nothing can change if you don't know there's a problem. And you know, stuff like audio is gonna kill a stream. You know, I had it, you know, where I couldn't hear the guys that I was trying to watch, and it was so frustrating I left. But I would rather know so that I can try and fix the issue. Cool. Most of the problems that I think I have now are habitual, so I like making a point of reading like the chat before I reply to it, and where it's come from as well. So at the minute I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube, which I can do at the minute because I'm not affiliate with Twitch or monetized with YouTube, and so it can be a little bit confusing if I'm replying to one person or the other and then not saying that it's such and such. For instance, douchebaggins on Twitch or Max B on YouTube. I need to kind of let people know that that's the case, so that they know where the initial message is coming from, and also obviously read out the initial message. Yeah, man, I've spent hours and hours on audio alone. Yeah, I spend quite a bit of time myself. I think if you go back and watch any of my early videos on YouTube, unfortunately I have to take a call for work. I'll be back in a few. Hey man, I appreciate you coming. Obviously I know time zones and all that mean that you know some people are still working. I appreciate it, and hope the call's okay, man. Catch you later. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, if you go back to any of my early videos, you'll find that there's no sound at all, and then webcam microphone quality, and then proper microphone, you know. So you'll be able to, if you go through my videos, you'll be able to hear the difference. Anyway, Let's see how far we've reached. Whoa, we've made good progress already. It's only been like 15 minutes or so. That's good. We're out over the Bering Sea. I'm going to go virtual cockpit now. I wonder if there's a zoom in and out. Let's have a look, shall we? Control enter. Control backspace. Let's try that in a sec. Control space. Control enter, control backspace, control space. Right, control enter. Oh no! Oh no! That was close. Control enter. That's a bit better. Too much. And then we can control backspace to bring us forward. Awesome. Okay, so what we're just going to do, go cockpit. There we go. Should have done that ages ago, to be honest. What we got? So guys, what game are you most looking forward to in the next year? So we are looking pretty good, to be honest, guys. Okay, so we are 6 minutes away from our next update. Before we do that, I'm just going to go quickly grab another drink, so bear with, and I shall be back shortly. I will leave everything running in the meantime. Okay, and I'm back. Bear with, I'm just having a nice lolly. It's a tactic I'm using to try and keep myself awake. Not that I'm finding you guys all this boring, it's just I've had about 10 hours sleeping. No, not even that. 8 hours sleep in 2 nights. Obviously, I've been up since 5 AM today, so yeah, right. Del Monte, 100% juice. So 3 more minutes and we'll have an update. I'm doing. I'm just going to randomise songs. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Shame the FMCs don't work. This is quite nice actually. Got that and Rubicon, black cherry and raspberry fizzy drink. Cool, we had time for an update. Let's go. Wow, we're leaving Russia. Nearly into international airspace before heading to Anchorage. Wow, half an hour in. And we are doing well. I assume that's the airspace. Okay. Taxi. Get rid of this. Is that Alaska I see there? Looks like it, doesn't it? Could be.
Boeing 37 Whiskey. Contact Anchorage Center on 132.2. Point 132.2. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Anchorage Center, Boeing November 737 Whiskey. With you, flight level 320. Boeing November 737 Whiskey. Anchorage Center, roger.
That is the first time in this whole series that the flight ATC actually sound like they come from where they're from. No, engine's fine. The speed is live. Altitude is correct. Awesome. Let's have a look outside, shall we? Yeah, that is Alaska. Yeah, we are looking good, guys. That was good ice cream. Ice lolly even. Okay, so we're going to continue our little tradition here of marking stuff off. Oh no, my pen's in my car. I had to go to the post office today to send some cards for Father's Day, which in UK is on Sunday. So we can now cross off Anadyr to Anchorage, and we can run through what flights we've done so far. So we have gone from Norwich in the UK to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Budapest, Budapest to Istanbul, Istanbul, we went to Baghdad from there, then on to Dubai, Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Kolkata to Bangkok. So we made quite a big stride in just a few flights there. This has been the longest bit, is Eastern Asia. So Bangkok to Hong Kong. Hong Kong, that was Kai Tak as well. The infamous Kai Tak landings. Go check that out if you haven't done already. From Hong Kong we went to Shanghai, then we went to Incheon in Korea. From there we went to Khabarovsk to Magadan even, and then from there to Anadyr, and then that is where you join us. So next week we head to Sitka, Rocky Gutierrez Airport from Anchorage. Then from there to Edmonton to Winnipeg, Winnipeg to Toronto, Toronto to Halifax, and then a last flight in North America, which is actually in Canada, is Halifax to Narsarsuaq, Iceland or Greenland, one or two. Greenland, I'm going to say. And that is a 4-hour flight, so that's going to be a long night. From there we head to Reykjavik to back home to just down the road from where I sit now, literally under the flight path at Norwich. I can be at that airport in 5 minutes, and that is no joke. There's a dual carriageway, it's 2-lane highway if you want to call it that way, or 4-lane highway if you go 2 each way. As soon as I'm on there, it's literally one turn off. which it takes me 2 minutes to get to that road, and then 2 minutes on it. Equally, I could stay off there and go through the town as such, city. It's not really going through the city, it's going around the suburbs. It takes the same amount of time. It's 4 roads, including the little road that I live on. Literally turn out here, turn down one road, go down that road, turn left, and follow that to the airport. Takes a few minutes longer, but just as easy. Just a little bit more traffic to deal with. Okay, so we are 2 minutes away from our next update. The update I'm expecting us to see is quite close. I reckon we're probably halfway at a guess, and that's 45 minutes in. Although we are losing a lot of frames at the moment, I do apologise, I don't know why. It's annoying because our frame kilobits is actually only dropping slightly, but it is enough to cause drop frames. Hopefully it will stabilise. It does sometimes. Let's go normal cockpit, ready for hitting the old button. For 15 more seconds apparently. So let's have a look. Yeah, we're a good way in, aren't we? That's gotta be halfway. We've been going 45 minutes. So if you've just joined, welcome. Thank you for the like. Well, I can guarantee you guys, there's some degree of certainty that I will be in bed as soon as this stream is over. I'm absolutely knackered. So, just a reminder. Oh, what's ETA? I'm not sure. We're about 45 minutes into the flight. And we are probably about another 45 to an hour, if I'm honest. Welcome back, by the way. So you've not missed much, douche. We have just been chilling, listening to some stream beats, and plodding along, making our way to Anchorage. We're now in Anchorage ATC control, so that's progress. For once, the ATC actually sound like the country they come from. Who tell us about stream beats? Everyone seems to be all... Yeah, yeah, copyright has been a big issue, if that's what you're referring to, especially on YouTube, but equally it's being enforced a lot more on Twitch now. It's getting a bit stupid on YouTube, if I'm honest, where people are claiming stuff that they don't actually own the right to, and are actually ruining it for creators. Couple of instances on YouTube. One is a guy called Everyday Astronaut, produces his own music, does a lot of stuff about rocketry. That's his mainstay. Now he lives in Iowa, I think, and he went down to Kennedy Space Center for the Crew Dragon launch. Spent all weekend there. Spent over $1,000 on his networking setup to be able to get enough bandwidth to broadcast from site. Used his own music. He even had interviews with Jim Bridenstine and Elon Musk. The whole works. Like, really went to town. And then National Geographic copyright claimed his stream over the footage which they claimed was theirs. And also there's a claim on the music as well, because there was some issues with music that was played when Donald Trump arrived. Equally, I had copyright claims from National Geographic for NASA footage, which is public access, which got rescinded in the end after NASA kicked up a fuss, because it happened to a lot of people. Twitch is very much strong on music right now. I think they're starting to follow YouTube's lead a bit on it, which I mean, I'm not going to say they're not right to take issue with use of copyright claim if you don't have license to copyright music if you don't have license to. I think the onus is on us to make sure that we find music that is free to use, or royalty free, or copyright free. Is the big issue. It's just a bit of a shock because it's happened all of a sudden, I think, whereas Twitch has never really sort of enforced it before. So we all do have to be a bit more careful, you know. But the onus is on us to use music that we should be using, you know. I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm guilty of it myself. I've got pretty much any music in my videos at the minute are probably copyright music, and it's not really good. I'm not gonna lie. One of my major videos is going to be pretty much all copyright music. Yeah, I can get away with it because I don't make any money from it. So if they do demonetize it, it ain't going to make no difference to me. Because I don't get any in the first place. But I still want to be careful, I still want to do it the right way. The problem is when you get false claims, and that's the big issue. And that's happening all too often. And I've always said that a lot of the implementation, as much as they're doing it for the right reasons, they're doing it the wrong way, in my eyes at least. This is my opinion. Yes, everyone has the right to uphold their property. End of the day, they own the rights to that music, and it's their property in effect. So they have the right to defend that. That's absolutely fine. But the way it's being implemented is not good on effectively YouTube and Twitch. I don't know about Twitch actually, but YouTube, where they're basically it's obviously it should be guilty until innocent until proven guilty, but at the minute with YouTube it seems like it's guilty until proven innocent, and that's not right. I had, and many others had, right to use NASA's footage. It's public access after all. And NASA don't own the rights to that footage, and they actually blocked, get this, National Geographic blocked NASA's own video of NASA's footage because they'd used it on their TV show, or they'd used it and then claimed to have the copyright for it, which they didn't. And there was a lot of people got blocked as a result of that, myself included. Yeah. So we need to stamp out false claims or illegitimate claims, and that's I think needs to happen quickly, because I think it'll kill off the platform if too many people get fed up of it. To be honest, YouTube's probably a bit big to go to. It's one of those that was too big to fail, I think. But enough major people move across, they're going to lose a big chunk. But to another platform, I mean. But you've got instances where people obviously don't own the rights to it, but are claiming it, getting the monetization for the video that they've claimed illegitimately, and then the person who actually legitimately owns that are then losing out, because you make the bulk of your views. You make the bulk of your views in that first 24 hours. Let's just do that. And that's really screwing some people up, I'm not going to lie. Also, where people have purchased, so we had this last year with a guy called Matt Lown. He had been using music in all of every single one of his videos, bearing in mind he's quite a big YouTube channel. Hey Lexture on Twitch, welcome. How's it going, man? How's your day been? He had this one piece of music that was in every one of his videos, because it was his intro music that he had used from the YouTube library that was safe to use. Now, it had been removed from the YouTube library, and apparently someone owned the rights to it after that. Although the artist says, I will never copyright my music, on his own website. And every single one of his videos was demonetized or blocked. Every single one of them. He woke up and he had a list like this long of emails saying, this video, you have copyright claim, you have copyright claim, blah blah blah, all the same. So Lexture, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator X. It's 14 years old. Yeah, you know, and it's happening all too often. I've seen it multiple times in the last year where there's been false claims, there's been illegitimate claims. People have bought licenses for music and then had it claimed, you know, using their own music that they had created themselves with their own instruments and their own software, again being claimed. It's just a minefield right now, and in all honesty, it needs to change. I am all for copyright music being, you know, being fairly defended and, you know, all of that, but it needs to be done right. And I think, yeah, that is the thing. My big heartburn is very few, if any, streamers are making money based solely on the use of others' music. That's very true. I mean, in all honesty, how often could you say that a streamer wouldn't make the same amount of money if they used a different piece of music? You know, I'm personally, I'm small enough where, to be honest, it makes no difference, so I'll use the music that I want. Yeah, exactly. Likewise with restaurants, I don't go into a steakhouse because they sometimes play Phil Collins. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, when I was on holiday once in Italy, we went somewhere because they sounded like they were playing good music. Unfortunately, as soon as we sat down, that changed and we left. But, you know, that's because you might be going out to search for somewhere to listen to music. But if you're going to a restaurant, or, you know, you don't necessarily, as you say, go there because of the music. And that's the point, you know. Yeah, fairly. I think it needs to be done fairly. If you use the wrong music, what was that? That was a Twitch beep, I think. What was the beep? Ah, thanks for the sub, man. So it sounded like Twitch and it wasn't. It was yeah, thanks for the sub, man. I really appreciate it. That makes a big difference. Actually, subbing, liking, that sort of thing does make a big difference, so I do appreciate it, man. Yeah, so I mean, do it fairly. You know, they've put the effort in to make the video. Yes, they've used your music, but come on, is there no middle ground? You know, do you need to take all of the money away from someone because they've used one piece of music? No. If you'd said, right, okay, you've used music, yes, that's probably half of it. Take, you know, half it, split the monetization. Is that not fairer? You know, they've put the effort in to make the video. Yes, you own the music, but you know, there's lots of grey areas, and I think it really needs to be cleaned up. I think the onus needs to be on the copyright owner to prove that you've used it and provide that. But you know, thanks, douche. I assume that was you. But yeah, we need to compromise. Say yes, you've used the music, therefore you will lose some money, and it needs to be proved that you've used that music, rather than they just go yep, and then you have to go through a big fight to prove that they didn't, that you didn't, and prove that they don't own a copyright. Anyway, that's enough said on that. So next year we are flying to Anchorage. So if you've not joined before, I'll let you know. This is part 15 of a round the world series. I think they should all be in playlist. I will double check that after the stream. But we initially left from Norwich in the UK, which is my home city where I live, and it is about 5 minutes away, the airport actually. And we've basically gone east through Europe, across the Middle East, India, into Eastern Asia, up through Russia, and we're now flying from Anadyr in Russia to Anchorage. In Alaska. So I'll probably have a notification on my phone for that. Lecture Jefferson and Nicholas. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. Wait, does it take hour? Actually, I should have done an update. Let's do an update. So I'm expecting this to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours in total. We've been going for an hour. So let's see how far we've got. I should have done an update about 4 minutes ago. So yeah, about an hour and 3/4 maybe. Kodiak, I've heard of that. Isn't that where... Kodiak, that sounds really familiar. Why does that sound familiar? Kodiak was on one of those TV shows like... yeah, Brown Bears. Kodiak. There is a boat called the Kodiak, I think, in Dangerous Catch. Is it Dangerous Catch? Something like that. I have definitely heard of Kodiak though. So once we've reached the airport today, we'll land. We have landing rate monitor, so we will be able to see how good my landing is. And that's it really. I mean, we do a flight a week, flight stream, and yeah, that is what we do. We land, we taxi to the gate, and we shut down the engines. So I need to actually change to virtual cockpit now, and let's have a look, see how we're doing outside. Yeah, we're looking good, guys. Oh, we must have been close to an airport. Because that's nearest tower view. Let's have a look, see how our engines do. They're running at 79.5. I don't think we're far enough away to warrant now increasing our flight level, but we can have a quick look to see that. Now let's do it. Why not?
Anchorage Center, Boeing 37.
We'll go up to 34.
Flight level 340. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Climb and maintain flight level 340.
So I'm not flying a particular airline. This is offline. I've just used a generic, the generic Boeing livery from the time, which was that. Let's get rid of this so you can see better. So that was the generic 737 livery for Boeing at the time. And yeah. Oof, that frame rate. It's not very well optimized, this game. This sim even. Let's just actually see. Where are we? Task manager. Performance. Yeah, we're not even taxing this, look. Awesome. Right, I should be back in a second. Thanks, lecture. I didn't realise my microphone was still turned off. Yeah, so my next stream is Thursday, and it is Anadyr multiplayer. Okay, so what I do on a Thursday is we go on Anadyr. I have my Discord members can come and join in on the game, can also join in on the chat and all of that, as long as they keep it clean. And we just, you know, it's just us going on there playing Anadyr. Sunday I do Kerbal Space Program, and that is about 7 PM on a Sunday, all roughly about the same sort of time as each other. Okay. Yeah, anyway, going back to what I was trying to say whilst my microphone was turned off. Basically, Stream Beats is a playlist of music created by Harris Heller of Alpha Gaming. Now, if you don't know them, Alpha Gaming, that is, it's mainly Harris Heller, but it's also Sam Woodall. He's the editor, and they give streaming tips, how-to guides, anything sort of streaming related they discuss, and they will also show you how to make your own graphics and animations for your streams. And they also provide loads of free content like Stream Beats. So for instance, Stream Beats is a playlist of music that Harris Heller has had made. So he's gone to Fiverr or wherever, and he's had the music made. He's got the licenses for, so he owns all the licensing, and he has basically said, here, use it. You know, we know that you need music that's free of copyright, so I've got this music that I've had made, I own all the licensing for, use it as much as you like. Okay, which is amazing, it's brilliant, you know, it's really easy, chilled music, you know, and all of that, which is great. They give away, in their Discords, you get templates for your own animations and all of that. One of which I actually used to make my webcam surround, or I used their video to make it. So the animated, the little colours swirling around in my border is I learned from that. I do need to do a lot more, by the way. But yeah, go check them out, Alpha Gaming, and Sam Woodall. And welcome back, Max. I don't know if you went or not, but I'm glad you're still here, mate. Right, time for an update, guys. Let's see how far into this flight we are in. Awesome. So it's taking a little bit longer. Ooh.
Contact Anchorage, center on 118.15. 118.15 for Boeing 3.
Space Lab! Yes, we do. I've had you're about a 4th or 5th different person now. And 2 people have subscribed. Fortnite. I have never played Fortnite, although it does look quite fun. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Space Lab has actually been quite a good stream today. I've had a lot of chat. Oh yeah. Hey, you've got a much bigger channel than me. Come on, I've got to try and catch up somehow. I ain't gonna do it with my personality, am I? Yeah, I make videos as well. We do. What we got in a minute? Detroit Become Human starts this week. Space Lab, I may have to make that a mission now. Oh god. Yeah, Detroit Become Human starts on Friday. And also Airport CEO. And that's it for videos at the minute. That's really nuts how we don't have very many videos. Ninja. Hello, welcome. How's your day? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, man. Work was long and hard. Come on, Space Lab. Language. No, it's not, Lecture. This is not my last stream for this game. We got 1, 2. I've got the list here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more streams. I have a list, look. That is my list of flights. Wait, Space Lab, someone's watching your videos? I'm glad you're liking it, Jefferson. Lecture. What would you prefer to be called, by the way? Oh, look, the mountains of Alaska.
Boeing 37 Whiskey. Contact Anchorage Center on 127.0. 127.0. Boeing 37 Whiskey.
Cool. I'll stick with Lecture for now, if that's fine. Yeah, so once this is finished, I'm going to be doing another game. I don't know what that game is yet. I'm having a bit of a... I'm open to suggestions within Discord. And we're basically... I'm having suggestions. I'm going to collate all of those suggestions pick ones that I like to an extent, and then we'll vote on it. Space Lab Astronaut started last week. You missed it. Cam and... was it Fan Ninja? Did you join? I think you did, didn't you, mate? Yeah, it's me, Cam and Fan Ninja, if I remember right. But yeah, we're going to have a vote. So, and then from there we'll decide the next game. At the minute, we've got a couple of suggestions. So at the minute, I'm looking at Command and Conquer, Among Trees. What were we looking at? Surviving Mars. And something else. Oh yeah, I could potentially do X-Plane, depending on when it is. And if we could have one night where we keep it at airplane, keep it at aviation. Space Lab, I am not doing Roblox. Or I need to have a look at Subnautica. I could do. I'm going to do a vote though, because I want to obviously give people what they want. Yes, I did see Subnautica. Someone already suggested Subnautica. Actually, Space Lab suggested Subnautica. So I'm going to write this down on a list, I think, because I'm not going to remember all these otherwise, and I'm going to lose them in chat. So, hold on, I have my whiteboards right here, so what was below zero? I'll have to have a look at that. Subnautica. Below zero and explain 11. Too late. You realise there's such a thing as scroll, yeah? Max Vat Pilot, welcome. Oh, is that Max B? Is that you, mate? So landing time. Let's have a look, because we can do a quick update, actually. Thought it was, mate. Yeah, we're going to be about 20 minutes, half an hour, I think, at least. 118.15. Landmark 60904. But yeah. So at the minute, the list of potential games open for vote: Command & Conquer Remastered, Among Trees, which was only released on Alpha this week. No, I'm not. I'm leaving Anadyr. And yes, people do very sort of still use it. Matt Guffmiller, I think that's his name, Matt Guffmiller, who's a pilot vlogger. He flew there, I think, to Anadyr. But no, we're heading to Anchorage, which is the international airport in Alaska. We're very much used still. We're leaving Russia. So, the list at the minute is Command & Conquer, Among Trees, Surviving Mars, Subnautica, Below Zero and X-Plane. I need to have a look into Subnautica and Below Zero. The rest I know. Do you mean Wendover? Yeah, I mean, Flight Simulator 2020 I will get, okay, there's no words about it, and it will probably take over from X-Plane if I do X-Plane. But I don't know when that's coming out yet. So until I know more about when it's coming out, I can't sort of say yes, that's going to be the next game. Yeah, do you know what the funny thing about that is, Max, is that YouTube is in low latency mode. There we go. I could go ultra low, but I assume with the speed, as you... Oh god, 2 Apple Apps Gaming's just out of sync would be like the devil himself. Yes. Airplane Simulator Alpha, what is that? Is that Flight Simulator Alpha? Yeah, you were right the second time. Maybe the first time, actually. Yeah, I don't know Airplane Simulator Alpha. Do you mean Flight Simulator Alpha? Because they're in Alpha at the moment, but I didn't actually get given a place in it. Yeah, it's an alpha test at the moment. So Flight Simulator 2020 is currently in alpha, and it's the same game. It's just not out yet. Alpha is the test version. I don't know why. It pops up and then it doesn't go away again. I don't think to close it. So guys, welcome if you've just joined. There's a few of you watching now, so I'm just going to quickly let you know what's going on. We are heading to Anchorage. We left Anadyr. How long ago now? An hour and a half ago actually. So we're up doing an update soon anyway. And we are... Yeah, so we're doing an update. We are on our way to Anchorage. I'm hoping we'll land in about 20 minutes or so. But we'll see, because Alaska is, to be honest, bigger than it looks. On this map, at least. I thought we might have been landed by now, to be honest. Yeah, I know it's huge. It just doesn't look it on this map. It looks, you know, if you look, I mean, I thought this was like halfway. But seemingly in terms of time it's not. Whenever I play like airplane games I just put the camera on the wing. Yeah, I could do that, but oh, well, there. But that's not where you fly from, you know. You fly from the cockpit. You need to be there, you need to get, you know, you need to get, you know, the real feel of it, you know, or, you know, relatively real feel. Why do you keep the 8? Yeah. And that was the last words the co-pilot, co-pilot's last words before the nose of the 777 hit him in the face. Yeah. So right now here it is 9:20 in the evening, or 18 minutes past 9. Fan Ninja would like to know what time it is wherever people are. The time here will be the same for Space Lab, as he's only about 60-80 miles away from me. Yeah, that'll be 3:18 in the afternoon. Whose bedtime? (23:19), so that puts you Central Europe. Okay. Oh, oops, sorry, I left by accident. No problem, man. That was really not epic drumming. That was just me tapping on my legs. Epic gamer moment. I'm just waiting for top of descent.
Anchorage Center, landmark 4624 is climbing through 2,100 for 9,000. Landmark 4624, Anchorage Center, roger. Altimeter 29902. Landmark 4624, turn left heading 105, resume on navigation.
Okay, so my name is Peter Lecture.
Turn left heading 105.
You and Max, you play Faninger.
Landmark 4624.
Faninger says, by the way, nav ball more like nav cube. Do you mean this bit? Yeah, they're always that. That's what their equivalent of nav ball would be. They don't have so much a nav ball as opposed to just a bank indicator. Not banking indicator, pitch indicator. And Max actually plays a drum set in real life. That's great, man. That's more than I can do. Wide Putin moment. What? Yeah, so lecturer, as I was saying, my name is Peter. Oh, Max, I just realised that's probably sounding even more trippy with the drumming on my legs when you've got me open, when you've got it open twice. It's like more like rounded square. Yeah, I don't even know. Planes can. Some planes can fly upside down for a short period of time. I think some have issues with fueling when they're upside down. So they'll yeah, FSX realism is not no good. Come on, we can't be far away now. I would have thought we would have at least had top of descent by now. Oh, we better. Alright, we're getting really close now. Yes, KSP is far worse, but it is more interesting. So we can roughly see where we're planning to land now. No, I don't think so. The reason being, obviously wings, the way wings produce lift, obviously they lift up that way when they're right way up. If you're doing that, they're going to want to do that, so they're going to want to go down. So you would have to pitch up like that. Yeah, that's not working. There we go. Top of descent. Yeah, that needs to be pitched up so much that you would not be able to coast. Yeah. Epic plans. Whoa. Oh, that's harsh. Right. Hold on. I'm going to read Space Lab and then I'm going to tell you what's harsh. Epic plan, stay at altitude until right above the airport and then nosedive and party like a 737 MAX. By the way, Peter, if you could go back in time to watch any rocket launch ever, which one would you go to? Keep in mind that you can't interfere with events. Please do not pick Apollo 11. Okay, so if I can't pick Apollo 11, I got it. Falcon Heavy 1. Yeah, Falcon Heavy demo mission 1. There's a trick to save fuel if you push the stick all the way forward and hold that position. If you hear pull up or you're about to die, don't panic. Right, okay. Max, sorry, Lex just says, how do you know what all the controls are? Yeah, in all honesty, I've just picked it up over time, okay? Yeah, it's just, you pick it up over time, you learn little bits here and there. Right, checklist now, we need top of descent.
Contact Anchorage Center on 119.7. Going to 119.7, Boeing 37 Whiskey. Anchorage Center, Boeing November 737 Whiskey.
Auto brake as desired. The ice, yeah. Don't need to worry about any of that now. Cool. perhaps it secretly uses a calculator to control it. Okay, so the reason I picked Falcon Heavy, one, it was an awesome first mission. The takeoff and that. I mean, how since Apollo, we didn't really ever see as good a flight as that. You know, you got you did, you know, with the shuttle, obviously, and every other rocket, it launches and that's it. That's all you really see. But with Falcon Heavy, you saw it launch, you saw it, I don't know if you saw it separate, but you saw side boosters come back and land. So you're getting like three bits of entertainment for the price of one. You know, I mean, on Yuri Gagarin's launch, when you go to Kazakhstan, good luck getting close enough. Same with you know, Apollo 11 would be the one, real one, but douchebag says, but did you really see it land, or did you just see it get close and then cut out? Ooh. Yeah, I needed to slow down there. I would like to go back to DM2 so I can watch Nat Geo copyright claim all the streams. Yeah, sorry, lecture. I just picked up all the controls and the buttons over time. I you know, learned what I needed to learn and then picked up little bits as I went. I have my suspicions about it. It's more than once that's happened. But you do see the landing at least once of the side booster, because they actually returned to the launch pad on that one, so you should have been able to see them come in. Oh, damn it. There we go. Yeah, I mean, they do lose signal a lot, I'm not going to lie. Just to be able to go see any rocket launch for me would be great. I mean, I live in the UK, that's like, how many places are really suitable for launching from in the UK? Barely any. Especially, you know, don't get me wrong, if we had the same attitude as China, then it would be fine. We'd just launch from anywhere. But, you know, everywhere east of here is heavily populated. You've got Belgium, Holland, or Belgium, Netherlands, France, Germany, Denmark, all east of here. You go south, you got France, Spain, Portugal. You're gonna cause an international incident. Oh, so you Wallops is Virginia, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Scotland, you can launch to the north, and I suppose you can launch retrograde from Ireland, from Cornwall. Northern Ireland might be a little bit more better for it. You can go north as well and westward if you wish, and if you get the position right, you might be able to go south. Space Lab, you know what, drop the boosters on Belgium. they were responsible, but no, they weren't. Lecture, we are in descent. We are now heading down to 15,000 feet. We are not far away from landing. Right in EU headquarters would be good. Wow. Yeah. We are actually due an update.
Boeing 37 Whiskey, descend and maintain 4,500.
There we go.
Descend and maintain 4,500. Boeing 37
Guys, chill it. Guys, can we stop insulting each other's countries, please?
Boeing 37 Whiskey, contact Anchorage Center on 125.
You almost fell off your chair because of the excitement. Brilliant.
125.7. Boeing 37 Whiskey.
We're all friends here, you know, we're all here to watch me make a fool of myself and bore you to death.
4,500. Boeing November 737 Whiskey, Anchorage Center, Roger, altimeter 2992. Boeing 37 Whiskey, you are 2 miles northwest.
Right, here we go.
Left heading 030, expect vectors ILS, runway 6 left approach. Boeing 37 Whiskey, turn right heading 125.
Right, do you want me to do 030 or 125? Right, here we go. ILS runway 6 left. Okay, so we need to know its heading and its frequency. If you guys can help me remember, that would be great. So 6 left. Oh, it's a nice runway to come into. Bus. 6 left. 065 109.9. So 065 on here.
Boeing 37 Whiskey, you are 2 miles northwest, turn left heading 100, descend and maintain 1,600, cleared ILS, runway 6 left approach, maintain 1,600 until established on the local list. Contact Anchorage Tower on 118.3. Turn left heading 100, descend and maintain 1,600, cleared ILS, runway 6 left approach, maintain 1,600 until established. Tower on 118.3. Boeing.
And then we want 109.9, wasn't it?
Anchorage Tower, Boeing.
So we're going to go nav 1.
7 Whiskey is 20 miles northwest, inbound ILS, runway 6 left approach. Boeing November 737 Whiskey, Anchorage Tower, make straight in, runway 6 left, altimeter 2992.
No, not tonight, mate. So I do one flight, one sector a night.
Straight in, runway 6 left, Boeing 37 Whiskey.
So I've judged the I've planned the routes so that they are about 2.5-ish hours. Apart from there's one flight in a few weeks' time that's 4 hours. That's because they're the two nearest to each other. I can't get any closer to that. But yeah, 2.5 hours is about what I'd like to do regularly I don't really want to have to do any more than that. So I've got nav in, we've got our course in, so all we have to do is wait for localizer now. Right, we need to slow down, we're going too fast. Right. RTO. Right, we need speed brake arm. There we go. Shut up. Oh, that was localizer. We are way off here. Oh, what? Yeah, I'm going to end the stream soon, yeah. I'm going to have declared missed approach.
Anchorage Tower, Boeing, November 737 Whiskey is going missed. Boeing 37 Whiskey.
That didn't work well.
Approach on 119.1. Going to 119.1. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Anchorage approach, Boeing, November 737 Whiskey is missed approach at Anchorage. Boeing 37 Whiskey, you are 4 miles southeast. Turn right heading 225, climb and maintain 2000. Expect vectors ILS, runway 6 right approach. Turn right heading 225.
6 right this time.
2000. Expect vectors ILS, runway 6 right approach. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Boeing 37 Whiskey, traffic is heated log 4 miles at 2100. Mooney Bravo, report them in sight. Boeing 37 Whiskey, turn right heading 255.
Right. See you later, Fan Ninja. Yeah, as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna end the stream.
Turn right heading 255. Boeing.
So I've got the old landing rate monitor up. You should see it come across the top when we land. Hopefully we shouldn't be too much longer, mate. I know you need to go. Don't forget though, if you do need to go, you can watch this back later. It will be on the channel after it's finished. Although I don't think you can watch it straight away. I think it's like 24 hours you have to wait or something. Yes. Yes, that is the FPS. It's not optimized for this size of computer. It's not even using all of the resources available. Yeah, no, I understand that, Lextra. I get liking talking to people. I'm the same, but you know, don't feel like you should not do what you need to do. Oh, wrong way.
Turn left heading 225, Boeing 37 Whiskey.
Right, we need to right. Okay. Steven, 6 right is same heading 111.3. There we go. We're set up for runway 6 right now.
Anchorage departure. Mooney, November 6, 991 November. This climbing through 800 for 13,000. Mooney, November 6, 991 November. Anchorage departure. Roger. Altimeter 2992. Mooney, 901 November. Turn right heading 355. Resume on navigation. Climb and maintain.
So just a reminder that next time we head to Sitka.
Heading 355. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain 13,000. Mooney, 901 November.
Hey Sir 87, welcome. Yeah, pretty chill. We're just flying over Anchorage. We missed approach at Anchorage International Airport and just doing a go around now. But thanks for popping in, man.
4,086 Mooney, 901 November. Contact Anchorage approach on 118.6. Going to 118.6. Mooney, 901 November.
Yeah, I've always been into planes. I've always had flight simulators as well, game wise, sim wise. Going back as far as Microsoft Flight Sim 95 or 98. I've still got the disc for 98 in my sleeve down there. on, where are we? God, we're miles out. Come on. What's it doing? So next time we're doing Microsoft Flight Simulator is next Tuesday. Real intelligent minds play this. Well, I like to think so. Come on. Oh, that might be because of that. Come on. Let's see if we can kick this into gear, yeah?
Anchorage approach. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Get runway 6.
Cheers for the follow, Su87. I appreciate that, man. I saw that.
4 miles southwest. Turn left heading 150. Expect vectors ILS. Runway 6 right. Approach sidestep. Runway 6 left. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Turn right heading 010. Anchorage departure. Running November 0707 Hotel. Start running Bravo 1 mile south. Lima Hotel Delta. Request flight following. Mooney November 0707 Hotel. Anchorage departure.
Sometimes you have to just tell it,
05.
hey, you're taking too long.
Squawk 4505. Running 07 Hotel. Mooney 07 Hotel. Radar contact 1 miles northeast of Lake Hood Strip 1500. Altimeter 299er2. Stand by Boeing 37 Whiskey. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Roger. Anchorage approach. Boeing 37 Whiskey.
It's come to me just
Right.
giving it a kick.
Boeing 37 Whiskey. You are 27 miles southwest. Turn right heading 340. Expect vectors ILS. Runway 6 right approach. Turn right heading 340. Expect vectors
There we go.
ILS. Runway 6 right approach.
That's a bit better.
37 Turn right heading 310. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Climb and maintain 2,600. Climb and maintain 2,600. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Turn right heading 310. 8695.
Right, we need to go back to 109.9 now. There we go. Yeah, I should be. I was planning to have landed already, to be honest. But we had to give it a go around, and now we're going to go again, and we're now heading back towards the airport after I gave the old simulator a kick by telling it I didn't want to land at the runway they'd given me, and then, yeah, actually I do. But we're getting there. As you can see, we're now going to come in this way and come in here. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lexia, I know you've got to go. It's just taking a little bit longer than I thought. The old ATC is a bit temperamental on this sometimes. One thing I'd love to try to do is learn to use VATSIM, because they use real proper phonetic alphabet, which I know the phonetic alphabet anyway, but they, you know, they use real world it's basically real ATC on X-plane. Let's see.
695, you are 17 miles southwest, turn right, heading 040, descend and maintain 1,600, cleared. ILS, runway 6, right, approach, maintain 1,600, until established on the localizer. Contact Anchorage Tower on 118.3. Turn right, heading 040, descend and maintain 1,600, cleared. ILS, runway 6, right, approach, maintain 1,600 until established. Tower on 118.3, H6995. Anchorage approach, November 5329 Quebec, fly apart, Papa Alpha Delta uniform, ready to copy. Mooney, November 5329 Quebec is cleared. Papa Alpha Delta uniform, airport is filed. Climb and maintain 6,000. Departure frequency is 119.1, squawk 2517. Clearance void 30 minutes from now. Mooney, November 5329 Quebec.
Clearance void 30 minutes from now. Ah, right.
Airport is filed. Climb and maintain 6,000. Departure is 119.1, squawk 2517. Clearance void 30 minutes from now. Mooney, 29er Quebec. Feedback is correct.
Wow. Come on. We're landing here. Why are we going all the way up here again? I need the air traffic control to give me clearance to turn. But they ain't.
Anchorage approach, Bombardier, November 0546 X-ray is at 5,100, descending.
I wish we had a button to say, "Oi, ATC, you forgot about us."
0546 X-ray, Anchorage approach, Roger, altimeter 29992.
I've got to be up for work in 7 hours. I'm 32. Yeah, I mean, this is
Anchorage approach, Boeing 37 Whiskey, get runway 6.
I'm gonna give it another kick.
Boeing 37 Whiskey, you are 26 miles west, turn right, heading 345, expect vectors, ILS, runway 6, right, approach, sidestep, runway 6, left, Anchorage approach, Boeing 37 Whiskey, get runway 6, right. Boeing 37 Whiskey, you are 26 miles northwest, turn left, heading 335.
We're going away from the runway.
ILS, runway 6, right, approach, turn left, heading 335, expect vectors, ILS, runway 6, right, approach, Boeing 37 Whiskey. Boeing 37 Whiskey, turn left, heading 160,
Have they got us at the wrong airport or something?
turn left, heading 160, Boeing 37 Whiskey. Anchorage departure, Mooney, November 7780 is climbing through 1,100 for 10,000. Mooney, November 7780 Anchorage departure, Roger, altimeter 29992, Boeing 37 Whiskey. Contact Anchorage Center on 119.7, Mooney 800, turn left, heading 180, resume on navigation, climb and maintain 10,000. 119.7 for Boeing 37 Whiskey, Bombardier 46. Anchorage Center, Boeing, November 737 Whiskey, wind you 2,600. Boeing, November 737 Whiskey, Anchorage Center, Roger, altimeter 29992. Boeing 37 Whiskey, turn left, heading 130. Boeing 37 Whiskey, turn left, heading 130.
What?
Climb and maintain 4,000.
The hell are they doing?
Turn left, heading
I don't want to climb, I want to land.
Maintain 4000. Boeing 37 Whiskey.
They should be on, really.
Boeing 37 Whiskey, contact Anchorage approach on 11.1.
Going to 11.1. Boeing 37 Whiskey. Anchorage approach. Boeing November 737 Whiskey. With you 4000.
Boeing November 737 Whiskey, Anchorage approach, roger, altimeter 2992. Running to 8, traffic 6 o'clock, 3 miles at 13,000. Running Bravo, report the site. Boeing 37 Whiskey, turn right heading 160.
Turn right heading 160. Boeing 37 Whiskey.
Boeing 37 Whiskey, you are 27 miles west, turn left heading 100, send and maintain 1,600, cleared ILS, runway 6, right approach, maintain 1,600 until established on the localizer. Contact Anchorage Tower on 118.3.
Turn left heading 106. Anchorage Tower, Boeing November 737 Whiskey is 26 miles west. Inbound ILS, runway 6, right approach. Boeing November 737 Whiskey, Anchorage Tower, make straight in, runway 6, right, altimeter 2992. Make straight in, runway 6.
Sorry, you'll have to deal with that noise for a little bit.
Anchorage Tower, Boeing November 737 Whiskey is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport. Boeing 37 Whiskey, airport is 10 o'clock, 2.5 miles.
Getting the gear down. There we go. Sorry, it was just that we were in the wrong config. So there's our airport. Let's just see where we are in relation to it. God, look at that. Completely mucked around. So 6 right, we're on this one, I think. Yeah, 6 right. So we'll be there. So as soon as these move, these bugs, then I can hit ILS. try that, shall we? You go, get prepared nice and early. I'm not sure. I always sort of just well, we're now landing. Okay, we are now on a final approach. I always just cut it off when I'm ready to take over. There we go. Oh, too much. So we are in a flight config, landing config now. I'm just trying to keep an eye on it. We are very close to landing, I promise. The runway is in front of us, apparently. I'll take the game's word for it. See the runway there. There is the runway. I think we're in landing config, yeah. Yep, happy with that. Gears down, engine set. I will obviously turn all that off when ready and go manual. So we're full red at a minute because we're below the glide slope, but once we intercept the glide slope, we will be good. Okay, so I'm going to go shift, control and backspace now. Oh! Wrong one. We're going into wrong one now. Okay. I still had set 6 left.
Anchorage Tower, Pacifica 59036, ready for IFR departure, runway 6 left. Pacifica 59036, cleared for takeoff, runway 6.
Don't do that to me.
Runway 6 left, Pacifica 59036.
Right, I'm in manual control.
Cleared to land, runway 6 right. Cleared to land, runway 6 right, Boeing 37 Whiskey.
So we're good at the minute. We are 2 red and 2 white, which is what you want on the PAPI lights in front of us. I need to come down a bit now. So we are in manual landing now. That was my fault. I didn't switch the nav over. So So I like to come in a little bit high and fast. Need to get this gear, this knob over a bit. There we go. Right, let's get down a bit. Engines are down now.
Sink rate.
Yeah, alright.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull
Yes,
up.
this is a landing part.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Yeah, alright. Calm down. There we go. Ready for this. Pull back, flare it. So it's a little bit on the firm side. I flared too late. There we go.
Boeing 37 Whiskey, exit runway when able. Anchorage airport information, November 16. Boeing 37 Whiskey, contact ground on 121.9.
Awesome. So we had an okay landing. It was firm, but it was fine.
Anchorage ground, Boeing November 737 Whiskey, taxi to the gate.
Boeing November 7.
Using GK.
Taxi to gate Bravo 3. Using taxiway off Kilo.
Right, so where's K? Right, I'm going to transfer back to normal cockpit now.
Boeing 37 Whiskey. 2 copy.
Taxiing to gate Bravo 3 via taxiway Golf Kilo, Boeing 37 Whiskey.
I think this is golf, isn't it? Awesome. I was okay with that landing. I mean, could have been better, but hey ho. So again, we have no idea where thanks there, Beechcraft. Which gate is what? Because at the end of the day, none of them have markings on to tell you which bloody gate they are. Yeah, we've gone to the wrong gates, but oh well. I'm just going to go in here. Let's go in here, shall we?
Anadyr by A0. Hold position. Passenger beach Aaron on the taxiway. Anadyr by A0. Continue taxi.
Roger, Bombardier 580.
That'll do. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh god, we're miles away. That'll do.
Anchorage round, orbit 89er 7.
Right, APU on.
Orbit 89er 7. Taxi to
Ground, ground.
Taxi reach Echo Romeo Lima Yankee Kilo Patel. Contact tower 118.3.
We can get rid of ATC now.
Taxi 2 and hold short, runway 6.
And we are down. We can go battery off.
Romeo Lima Yankee Kilo
Boom.
Hotel. Orbit 89er 7.
And there we go. We are down. We are off and we are cold and dark again. So, thank you very much for joining, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this this stream today. It's actually been one of the more enjoyable ones. We've had a few people come in, join, say hello, which I like. Thank you to everyone who followed and subscribed. Lecture, thanks for joining. Douche, thanks for joining. Max, thanks for joining. Space Lab, thanks for joining. Fan Ninja, thanks for joining. Who else did we have? Let's see. What? Max, we had, yeah. And Sir87 as well. And thanks to everyone who followed and subscribed, and everyone that liked. And yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll say goodbye.